Zim is making me crash out, y'all. And it's like, I understand people don't appreciate arts like that here. Cool, 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 fine. This is why I'm trying to utilize social media and trying so hard to like promote myself, trying so hard to even create the pieces and do all these things. And it's like, you need so much help. And it's like, I'm just doing this on my own. Let's have a quick chat. Yeah, let's have a quick chat because I feel like I need to get this off my chest. I need to get it off my chest. It's heavy. A little bit chilly. Let me put the jacket on. But let me be forthcoming and real with y'all. Like, let me be straight up with y'all. Wait, let's rewind real quick. When I graduated and I was thinking about what my plan is and where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do. And I thought to myself, okay, cool. The last place I want to be is in Zim. This is also, bear in mind, like I only stayed in Zim 2 years at that point. Like for 2 years when I was in high school, for my last 2 years of high school. And I didn't have a great experience, and I was in Mashingo and I was staying with my grandparents, and it was so dry where I'm staying and stuff. Like there was nothing going on. And so like at that point in time, I was like to myself, the last place I want to be is Zim. A major thing that I experienced was being very misunderstood and a lot of like discrimination because of, oh, your accents and where I'm from and how I just also didn't speak Shona. So fast forward, I graduate, and I was in a little situation, and the way that I graduated and left and stuff, like I was really just like in a really difficult place. I was in like a really messed up place mentally, and I wasn't happy, and I thought to myself, you know what, let me just leave. So when I left, I came to South Africa, but only stayed there for 3 months, right? And so I had the option, to go and do social work in the UK. Right, at that point in my life, I was like conflicted because I'm like talking to God and I'm asking God, like, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do right now? And God is telling me like, no, like you need to focus on music and everything now. And at that point in time, I was telling myself, I was like, I don't know. And I'm fighting with people at home because they're like, you got your degree, go in, work, right? And I'm like, I don't want to work. I never actually wanted to work and have a 9 to 5 and do that. I was just like it also felt like a backup plan for me. Essentially, I was like, you know what? Sharp, cool. Let me just figure out what I'm gonna do. And so when I left South Africa, I ended up going to stay with my grandparents in Mashingo, right? And I'm like, my grandma was like, she's gonna help me out, get me an internship. I worked an internship for like a couple of months, and it was okay. There was obviously no money, and like it was just a lot of work, and it was experience. Yes, I ended up getting a job at a prep school in Mashingo, right? So I'm working there. I'm working as a preschool teacher, like preschool assistant, and also I was working in the hostel, so I was staying there. I was living there, right? And I'm gonna tell you a disclaimer. I was getting paid $160 a month. Now, $160, and I have to make sure that like I get the things that I need, take care of myself and everything. And it just wasn't enough. Like I couldn't save money ever. Like it just was not enough money to save. And I'm working Monday to Sunday, y'all. Like I'm working Monday to guys, I'm working Monday to Sunday. And sometimes like okay, my weekends, I don't basically have weekends. I was now the only junior staff that was there because all the other junior staff left and I was the only one there. And so actually my brother was there and then he left. So I'm basically getting like all these jobs to do, and it's like work on the weekend, do all this, and it was so draining for me, guys. It was so draining. I felt so miserable. I was so depressed and I hated the job. Like I hated it. I loved the people that I worked with. I loved the kids so much. You know what I'm saying? It was actually so painful for me to leave that job because I met so many amazing people. I had so many great like relationships with the kids, and I feel like I could have stayed there, right? I could have done it. I could have done another term. But the money that I was getting was just not enough. It just didn't make sense. So at that point in time, I'm thinking to myself, like I was like hating the job, loving the people, right? And then I had to decide for myself, like at the end of my first semester, I was like, am I going to continue on with this job or am I going to just do what else? So at the end of the year, I asked God and I was like, what am I going to do? I literally like quit without telling anyone. And I was like, what should I do? And God was telling me, you know what, you need to be 100. You need to be sure about what you want. And so that's why I decided to move to Harare. So I asked my aunt, and I asked her, I'm like, can I come and stay with you here and see how this place can do for me? Now bear in mind, guys, like, I've been in Harare for a year now. I've been in Harare for 1 year, and I do not have a job. I don't have any source of income, nothing. Like, it's been really, really depressing for me, just trying to exist in this space. Now, one thing that I learned over my year, was people telling me, your music is not gonna do well here. You need to sing in Shona, you need to this, you need to that, your sound is this and that and this and that and what. And I said, no. Working on my craft, continued working on myself, continued, making music, making connections, meeting people. That was what last year was for me. You know what I'm saying? And it was okay, it was insightful, but I ended the year broke. I just want to be completely transparent on here, because this is my page, and you know what I'm saying, I always want to be real. And so I'm walking into 2025, and I'm looking at my life right now, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm turning 26 in a few weeks. I was literally crashing out like a few weeks ago, because I was like, what the heck am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? I don't have like any source of income, and all year was just me trying to make connections, trying to find people to work with, trying to, find a band, trying to make music, trying to do stuff, trying to get shows, trying to do this. And it just feels like, obviously, like, I know that thing of like having to be patient and everything, but it's just kind of like, there's also another thing of like, I know I need to put my 100 in this. Like, I know that I can't do music and all of these things and YouTube and keep up with everything and be also having a full-time job, which is why I'm not working as well. Unless I was to find something that could be a bit more flexible, that I could manage on, because at this point in time, I'm literally like, what the heck am I doing? And I'm trying so hard not to completely go crazy and lose faith, you know what I mean? Because it's that frustration of like, I can see people are looking at me and they're like, so what are you gonna do? Like, what's your plan? Are you gonna get a job? Are you gonna do something? Are you making money? You know what I'm saying? Because in order for you to prove yourself as an adult, or prove yourself as somebody who's doing something, you need to be making money, right? And it's like, I'm working so hard, guys. Like, I wake up so early every day. I spend the whole day working, sitting in a chair, on the phone, if I'm making content, if I'm looking for things to apply for, if I'm submitting my tracks, if I'm doing this, if I'm recording, if I'm replying emails, if I'm trying to find new opportunities for myself, if I'm trying to do ABCDEFG, if I'm trying to sell my art, if I'm sitting and I'm painting for hours and I'm not selling any artwork. Guys, at least when I was in Cyprus, I had people that I could sell art to. Do you know what I'm saying? I had clientele, I had a good clientele base. Like, I had people that I would promote, people would buy. You know what I'm saying? People would commission me all the time. So I was fine. I know that like if things got tough, like I could make a way for myself. Like, I'm not a lazy person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can work hard for myself and I can make things happen. But Zim is making me crash out, y'all. And it's like, I understand people don't appreciate arts like that here. Cool, fine. This is why I'm trying to utilize social media and trying so hard to like promote myself, trying so hard to even create the pieces and do all these things. And it's like, you need so much help. And it's like, I'm just doing this on my own. I have so many amazing, great friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, my friends are always trying to help me out and trying to like plug me and put me on. And I'm always trying my best, you know what I'm saying? And like, but it's just at a point right now where I'm just like, is this my life? I want so badly for this music thing to work. I want so badly for my art to get somewhere. I know that I just have to be patient. I know it's patience and hard work. And I've been putting in my work. But bro, like, I can't even live life. I can barely just say to myself, like, let me go and buy a t-shirt. Let me just go and, bro, my phone is literally on the verge of dying. Bro, this is what I use as an... I don't have a laptop. I don't have nothing. I record my music on my phone with my headphones that are broke up on the brink of extinction. I always like to come on here and be like extremely positive and say like ABCDEFG, like be positive, but like, I'm not gonna lie, like the truth of the matter of the fact is that this is so hard for me. I'm in a country that I don't even know like that, you know, and I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at people and I'm like, help me, help me. And everyone's like, help your damn self, since you got your little degree and you know everything. This is not what I meant. I'm just trying to follow my dreams, y'all. I'm just trying to follow my dreams. I'm just trying to do what God is telling me to do. Dead ass. I sat down with God and I asked God, what should I do? And every single time I almost said yes to go to the UK and do the social work thing, my spirit was literally like, no. As much as this is so flipping hard, I feel like I would rather this than to be doing a job that I hate. Cool, yeah, money will be coming in. Money every month consistently, but I will not have time for my passion, for my craft. I'll not have time to pour into myself. Or maybe I should have. Who knows? Maybe I should have gone. Who knows? But now I'm facing the consequences of my actions, right? Try not to crash out, guys. Like, I try not to crash out. I feel like, you know, right now I just want to be transparent because, you know what, it's the beginning of the year. That's just the reality of life right now. But on a side note, I really appreciate everybody that has been like really supporting me and like keeping me going. Like, honestly, like, I get so many comments every day, you know, even if it's 5 to 1 you know, comments that really just keep me going, and people that really just share my work and like really like, you know, listen to my music and stream and all of that. Like, I appreciate it so much, you know, as somebody who's just an artist. And even though my music is on Spotify and whatever, we get paid 0.03 cents per stream. So if you do the math, you can only imagine that we're making nothing. I'm gonna keep praying, keep hoping for the best, keep having faith, and just trying my best to keep on going. That's it. But yeah, so yeah, love you guys. Pray for me. That's the end of this YouTube video. I just needed to get that out of me. Anyway, subscribe.